34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree. All 34 counts are guilty. God bless America. God bless America. Okay? This man is finally held accountable. A life full of crime and corruption, debauchery. He is the worst human being. And I cannot wait to hear his reaction to 34 guilty counts. 34 charges, 34 guilty counts. Oh, this is a good day for me.
1 year later.
Well, hey, everybody, it's me, Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. It's Tuesday all day, as my Nana would say. And I'm here in Ireland. And it's beautiful and warm. Not physically, it's actually quite cold. Moved here on January 15th. And it's been pretty wonderful, I have to say. The people are so loving and so kind, so welcoming.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we got to talk about Trump deranged liberals who have decided to finally leave the United States of America. Yes, there are a growing group of people who want to leave the United States of America due to Trump derangement.
I feel like this is going to sound insane to some people and not to others, depending on which side of TikTok this ends up on. How quickly do we need to get out of the country? Like, we have a plan. I mean, you can see my name on TikTok is moving to Italy. Like, we're going, but our plan is to go in September. And like, I fear that I have been spending, I know I look absolutely insane. I fear that I've been spending too much time scrolling the last couple days, and that is making my anxiety spiral out of control. But like, things are bad. Like, when the leaders of the European Union are holding an emergency meeting that we are specifically not invited to discuss the impact of Donald Trump on the rest of the world, that's bad, right?
Almost 2 in 5 Americans say that living here is no longer enjoyable, and almost 1 of 5 straight up say, I am planning to leave Donald Trump's America. Now, remember that 2 weeks ago, we did this story about record number of Americans are looking to leave. The companies that help you get golden visas or whatever the case may be are seeing a huge upsurge in the number of requests. It's even worse than we thought. A shocking new survey has found that 17% of American adults, that's almost 1 in 5, want to move out of the United States within the next 5 years. And even more concerning, 5% are actually planning to take concrete steps to leave. 2% are already in the process of taking concrete steps to leave the country. Now, let me be clear about what's happening here. This is not just people casually saying, oh, I might like to live somewhere else someday. These are Americans who are actively looking to leave their own country because they are deeply concerned about the direction the country is heading. The survey was done by Talker Research, and it found that millennials are leading this exodus. A full quarter of them, or of us, I guess, since I'm in that group, want to relocate abroad. This is the generation that really came of age during the 2008 financial crisis, crushed by student loan debt, often can't afford housing, and now witnessing this rapid erosion of rights and democratic norms in Trump's America, and many of us are sick of it. Now, one relevant question is, well, where do these people want to go? The top choice is Canada. 19% of those who want to leave say Canada is my preferred destination.
Yeah, see, now you heard that, okay? Liberals want to leave the United States of America. And, hey, I'm happy about that, right? If you want to leave, you can go, okay? You can get the hell out if you do not like President Trump's America, okay? And I'm actually happy to report that you have some liberals, some Trump deranged liberals, that have decided that instead of torturing themselves, okay, with their Trump derangement, that they actually are going to leave. They're putting their money where their mouth is, okay? Rosie O'Donnell has decided to leave the United States of America. She go! And before we get into her talking about leaving the United States of America, we have to play a throwback clip to remind everybody about why Rosie O'Donnell really hates.
Inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. Rosie attacked me personally because I was very happy when her talk show failed. The other thing that failed, and this was a real monster, and everybody was suing her, was her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie was a total disaster. So I loved it. I gloat over it. I think it's wonderful because I like to see bad people fail. Rosie failed. I'm happy about it. She's basically a disaster. Well, she called me a snake oil salesman. And, coming from Rosie, that's pretty low because when you look at her and when you see the mind is weak. I don't see it. I don't get it. I never understood. How does she even get on television? I believe Barbara made a terrible mistake putting her on, and I think Barbara's probably paying a big price. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie.
Mr. Trump, one of the things people love about you is you speak your mind and you don't use a politician's filter. However, that is not without its downsides, in particular when it comes to women. You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't.
We had 17 people. It was a rather violent series of debates, if you remember, right? Rosie O'Donnell. Only Rosie O'Donnell. That was a tough one. Only Rosie O'Donnell. You've said this and that. I won't use the terms. You've called women this and that and that, and a lot of it was show business related. I said, only Rosie O'Donnell. And the place went crazy.
Yo, those are some legendary clips. For real. Okay. Okay. So Rosie O'Donnell. She's moved away. Let's listen to what she has to say about moving.
Well, hey, everybody. It's me, Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. It's Tuesday all day, as my Nana would say. And I'm here in Ireland. And it's beautiful and warm. Not physically. It's actually quite cold. Moved here on January 15th. And it's been pretty wonderful, I have to say. The people are so loving and so kind, so welcoming, and I'm very grateful. I'm in the process of getting my Irish citizenship, as I have Irish grandparents, and that's what's going on, and that's where I've been and what I've been doing. And although I was never someone who thought I would move to another country, that's what I decided would be the best for myself and my 12-year-old.
You know what? I'm happy about this. I'm happy for you, Rosie. I really am. And honestly, I respect it, right? I respect the fact that you actually left, okay? I respect the fact that you're not in the United States of America, boohoo, whining, and crying like a vast majority of these Hollywood weirdos about Trump, while claiming that, oh, I want to move. Oh, America's so bad. We need to leave. But yet, you're still in America, right? You're still here. Rosie O'Donnell actually got her butt up and she left. And hey, I'm happy for her. I'm happy. I respect it.
Child. And here we are. Here we are. So TikTok has gotten a little bit dark and negative for me. I don't feel capable of going through the hate that comes through, and I'm trying Substack, and I think I like it there. Now, it's hard to learn. If the Substack people are listening, you really need a more user-friendly app. It's very difficult to even find where you post. Well, maybe it's algebra, and I'm a geometry person. I don't understand algebra, and Facebook was a mystery to me and remains a mystery to me. TikTok seemed like a cinch, and I got it from the get-go. But Substack, one of the reasons why I'm liking it is it's a lot more about writing and photographs, which seem to be less incendiary, and I don't necessarily want to see, myself on the news on posts like this one. But there you have it. It's going to be what it's going to be when you're a public figure living a more private life as you get older. This is sort of the journey that you take. I'm happy. Clay is happy. I miss my other kids. I miss my friends. I miss many things about life there at home. And I'm trying to find a home here in this beautiful country. And when, it is safe for all citizens to have equal rights there in America, that's when we will consider coming back.
Nah, bro, don't come back. Don't come back. Just stay. Just stay. You're happy. You're happy. Okay? Get your citizenship. Live out the rest of your years. In fact, you should just renounce your citizenship, right? Just renounce it. Okay? You ain't got to worry about coming back. It's best for you. It's best for your mental health.
It's been heartbreaking to see what's happening politically, and hard for me personally as well. The personal is political, as we all know. So I've met a bunch of people.
Yo, imagine being in a different country. You still worried about Trump. Okay? That's the next step. The next step you have to take, Rosie, okay, in order to be completely happy, is that you have to now stop thinking about Trump, right? You're in Ireland, okay? You're far away. You're not in the United States anymore, so you're not physically in the same country as the man that you hate. So now the next step is that you need to stop thinking about him. Stop watching the news, right? You're moving to a different country for a reason. So now you need to get Trump out of your head, right? Stop letting him live in your head rent free. Just let it go, right? Let it go. Stop thinking about him, and you will achieve true happiness, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But again, I got to give Rosie some credit. She actually got up and moved. Now, if all these other liberals that hate America so much, that claim the rights been taken away, if they can just move too, then it'd be great, right? It'd be awesome. I thought that we would have to go to Mars in order to start over in this country. I really did. A couple years ago, I kept making jokes about how we're going to take Elon's rockets to Mars to start over because, I don't think the country can be saved. But now, I'm changing my mind. We may not need to go to Mars, right? Because the liberals are leaving, right? They're evacuating, okay? They're evacuating, and the Democrat Party is collapsing. So I'm just saying, I'm a lot more optimistic about the future. I don't think we're going to have to go to Mars to start over, right? Maybe we can send the liberals to Mars, right? Maybe they'll be far away enough from President Trump to stop thinking about him, right? Who knows? But even on Mars, again, Trump will be living rent-free in these people's heads. That's how deranged they are. There's no cure for this, okay? There's no cure at all. I think, unfortunately for Rosie O'Donnell, she's not going to be able to run away from her Trump derangement, okay? Because she's still clearly thinking about Trump, right? As long as she continues to think about President Trump, I think she's going to be pretty miserable, right? It's a sad way to live, right? I mean, really, I could imagine being a multi-million-dollar celebrity, right? I mean, you're famous, you had a great life overall, okay? And, you're getting old, okay? And basically, you're living your last years obsessing over one man, right? Enough to make you lose your sanity, right? To make you stressed, okay? I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I really don't, right? If I was in her shoes, hey, I would be chilling, right? I'd be chilling. Trump derangement is very common. She has a severe form of Trump derangement. And let's pray that she finds peace in Ireland. I don't think she will, but who knows? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
And, protect your sanity is all I can say. Protect your sanity as much as you can. And try not to swim in the chaos if possible. But I know it's nearly impossible when you're there in the middle of it. And I think about everyone every day and the United States of America, and I am hoping that we can turn things around. I'm counting on you, all of you, to do what's right. And I think deep down inside, we all know what that is. All right. Take care. Tick-tock. you don't stop.